Hello guys, how you all doing? Sorry that the camera is like this. I'm doing the video, but the YouTube won't allow me to do it like this because I'm using my phone, which I'm saying very sorry about that. How you all doing? Today we're gonna have a conversation about the current affairs happening in Gambia and Senegal. If you are interested, don't forget to like the video and take your cup of tea, water, get comfortable. It's dark, so you won't really see me, but I am sure you're seeing me, even though it's not very clear. Don't forget to email me my username at gmail.com. My username 1980 at gmail.com if you want to try my really good homemade organic shea butter and my own homemade black soap that is called Ami Ola for Basiram. So yeah, right now I showered myself with my product, of course, and I apply some rose water and orange blossom water on my face, which is my favorite face toner ever. And now I'm gonna apply some vitamin C, and I'm gonna cream my hair and I'm gonna put my wig on. We're just gonna get on with the topic. Don't forget to tap and share and ask me any question. If it's something that I shall be able to answer, I'll answer you or say my opinion about the thing. So right now I'm gonna apply more of this on my face, and I'm gonna apply some aloe vera gel on my face and my hands. And after that, this is organic aloe vera gel from Holland and Barracks. After that, I'm gonna leave it for a while and I'm gonna use my shea butter. Probably I'll do that after the video because this video cannot I don't want it to be long. It cannot be long anyway because I have hair to do 5:30 and my daughter is meant to be coming to see me soon. I don't want her to come and I'm on the camera. She's now at uni and she's coming to see me. I'm proud of her, even though she's only 17, bless her, but she managed to be at uni doing medicine. Super proud of her. Otherwise, I'm gonna use that for my hair, but first I'm gonna use the aloe vera gel for my hair. Thank you, whoever watching and wherever you're watching from. Hello. So as you can see my hair, I look like an old pa. But I love my hair still, Just love myself no matter what. But my hair never really grow properly. It's not because it's broken because of the wigs and stuff. It's not like that. It's always like this my whole life. And my mom is like this, even though she never wear wigs, she never wear braids or anything. But she's like this. So I guess I don't know whether it's because of her. It's like I have hair, but it's like, it's not much. But I cut my hair as well, which is why it's like this. But anyway, I'm just gonna oil it. Cream it, and then we're gonna start the topic soon. And I'm just gonna channel my topic on the stuff that I'm gonna talk about. And yeah, how you guys doing? How is your Sunday? Hope you guys been drinking moringa, hibiscus, clove, ginger, and turmeric. I woke up this morning and I drink moringa, clove, turmeric, and ginger powder. I put all in the cup and I put water, boiled water of course, and I drank it, which I'm selling the organic moringa from Gambia, of course, and it's not from the market. It's by my own sister or my mom or both of them, who normally take them from the tree and make them for me. So the Pro Max Organic from Gambia. You can message me again. My username, my YouTube name here, 1980 at gmail.com. Okay, you can message me if you want my product. Also, don't forget, if you guys are looking for somebody to teach you Wolof, or Mandinka. Also let me know Gambia Wolof or my version of Wolof, which is the typical local Wolof that I love to speak. Or you want to speak Mandinka, just message me, let me know. It's £25 per month, one lesson a week. You can learn through Zoom or you can learn through WhatsApp. And if you bring in children, if they are more than one child, they can pay £20 each. My lessons are very good and unique. Normally from the first lesson, the person is going to start speaking. Don't forget to drink water and so many healthy stuff that you're going to eat and drink, even if you eat unhealthy. And don't say, I don't warn you if you don't do that. So now I'm going to put this braid wig on, which I'm selling the wigs. Don't worry, they're so cute. Let me finish wearing them. Don't worry, you'll like them when I'm finished. They're gonna look like you have big braids. And I like it because it's not too big. It's very lightweight. I mean, it's heavy, but because it's not very big, the way they make it. It's not like lot of braids, you know what I mean? That's what I mean, it's not too big. I know some of you will be like, what? That's a lot. This is not a lot. I do hair all the time, so I know what I'm talking about. I braid people hair for a living. This is nothing compared to some braid wigs. It's too high up. I think the hat is too down, that's why. But anyway, I don't want to take out the hat now to fix it. Thank you. Watapoteleno video be rek. So this is this wig and it's very good for the winter. So again, I'm gonna say English. I'm gonna talk in English. So anyone that want me to talk in Wolof, they can let me know. I'll do a Wolof video next time. But right now I'm gonna talk in English. Thank you very much. So I'm gonna tie the hair like this. This is how I like it. Ni la ko de buge mataka ko ni. You tie it like this. See? Normally if you want hair too strong, to be very strong and natural looking here, you have to put a little bit of the spray here. You know what the spray I'm talking about, the glue. Look at this. You can't tell me nothing. Hello. So nice. I love that. So guys, now we're gonna dive into the topic. Now that I got my wig on, don't forget to like the video and get ready. Let's dive into the topic. So guys, today we are gonna talk about two things. I'm saying two stuff. Two things. I'm looking for lip gloss because my lips, when I don't oil them, I'll try to not worry about lip gloss because I think they're in my bag and I don't want to go and come back. But if I don't oil my lips and I'm talking, I might find myself doing like, and I don't want to be doing that in the video, but I'm too used to my lips being oil and stuff when I'm talking. But okay, I'll try and just be focused. So guys, thank you so much. My name is Imi Diop and I'm talking to you from Scotland. And I am Gambian Senegalese, but I was born and raised in Gambia. But I am Gambian Senegalese due to my parents being both. My dad is from Senegal and my mom is from Gambia. Oh my God. I'm so bad at talking fast, which I love doing. But I was born and raised in Gambia and I only lived in Senegal 2 years of my life, but I do go there and I do have family members there as well. And my work is mainly for Gambia, Senegal people due to the fact that I speak a lot of my language, but I'm just for everyone in general. And you know what I mean once I start speaking. I'm more for Africans, for us to wake up and for us to fight against childhood trauma and for us to learn how to protect ourselves, even when we go through the trauma. After the trauma, what we're going to do to manage life still. I talk about those things a lot. But I talk about avoiding the trauma to begin with. Trauma is not easy to deal with, even though a lot of Africans don't want to talk about it. And when you talk, they call you traumatized and mad yourself instead of focusing on the topic or helping the people. Thank you so much for watching me. So guys, today we are going to focus on the fact that Africa, or just Africans in general, even if they are abroad, majority of Africans are still promoting the thing that is holding us back, which is these things that I'm going to count. The severe child beating, the beating and torturing of children, the littling women and children, include SA, beating, lack of education, don't want the child to tell the truth or the woman. You wouldn't agree. You put them down. You fight them. You call them name for telling the truth. Including the FGM for women. Including just the severe child beating, the school, lack of school, the everything else. You know, if you're from Africa or you know Africans, you know what I'm talking about. Although some people are not doing this due to the fact that they come from homes that don't do this, or they get out of it, they understand that this is our enemy, so they don't do it anymore. It's not every single African that is, you know, it's like these things I'm talking about. Just to make that clear, even though everyone knows that. Well, everyone should know that. It's not every single human that comes from this tribe or this type of person is going to have all of their bad behavior. Although every single race and every single tribe have their bad behavior that is holding them back or is not good for them. But for some reason, Africans, a lot of them, allow you to talk about our bad behavior that is holding us back. Especially the severe child beating, the belittling of women and children that have so many consequences, including these two that I'm going to talk about today, the current affair in Senegal and the current affair in Gambia that I'm going to talk about in this video. So guys, thank you for watching me. Once again, don't forget to drink your water, moringa, hibiscus, ginger, clove, and so on. All the healthy stuff in the world, I don't know who is messaging me, that you know that is good. Keep drinking them and eating them. Even if you're going to eat a pizza or something unhealthy, help yourself by having all of this healthy stuff. So that even when you have the unhealthy stuff, but you have all of this healthy stuff and they're here to help you. So even if you have the unhealthy stuff, the healthy stuff is here to help you at least, so your body can still function and, protect you from certain diseases or just heal and just keep going in general. I promote that a lot. A lot of people give up because they feel like they're not eating healthy. So let them just continue not eating healthy. No, even if you eat unhealthy, that's when you should eat healthy the most to balance it. Even if it's a drink that you're drinking that is healthy. Don't forget that. And I like to include that in all of my topic. Or at least most of it. But yeah, let's go back to what I was talking about. So why I said that a lot of Africans are still holding Africa back is that they're still promoting these things that I talked about. And how they promote it is that they're doing it, or they saw their friends and family members doing it, and they will not talk. And when you talk, they call you traumatized, talk a lot, blah, 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 laughing at you. So they will not talk, but they will not even allow you to talk though. Is that not promoting it? And a lot of them are promoting it. They will tell you physically that they have to still continue to beat the children. If they don't beat the children are going to be very, very spoiled and very bad. And they'll also tell you that they have to FGM the woman. If they don't FGM the woman, they're going to like sex too much, or they're a woman who think it will be too long and ugly, or just when they give him bad, they cry, or just, they're going to get pregnant when they're young. And what they mean by that is after the FGM the girl, they close the little hole with something that they use the blood coming out with something to mix it and close it with the little hole. To wait until she get married, and then they'll go and remove it, and then it's painful and blood, and then she have the thing the same time, so it doesn't heal. Because when it's healed, it's gonna, you have to open it again. So the husband have to sleep with her straight away after they open that, which is so painful. And women telling you this in the videos, whenever I'm talking about FGM, they will talk about it. They'll come to the live video, especially when I'm doing it on TikTok, talking about it. They're crying until now like a baby. And me, when I'm talking about my own trauma and how the community still traumatizing women and children, they're laughing at me, calling me traumatized, because they don't want to talk about their pain. They will cry. Anyone that is talking about pain that you've been through and is genuine, and you saw your own people still doing it, especially to women and children. If you have a soul, you will cry. So that's why they don't want to talk, because they don't want to cry. And when you cry, they bully you more. That's why they don't want to do that. But they're happy to do that to me every day when I'm talking and crying. But I'm happy to cry every day for them to bully me. And I continue to talk because this is effing harmful. And I'm sorry that I even said that word, but. So, They're still promoting this across Africa. That's why Africa is all the same with poverty and wickedness and wicked government and violence and sex and drug and all this horrible stuff, because they're still promoting the child abuse and women and children abuse and belittling women and children. And that's why the people growing up and don't know their dignity and their worth. And that's why the people have violence and get angry quickly and lying and doing horrible stuff. Like I said, not all, but if you know what I mean. These things, including the two that I'm going to talk about, is two of the consequences. But the consequences of these things are millions. No one can count it. They are countless. You cannot even know it all. But I'm going to focus on the two that I'm going to talk about today. One current affair in Gambia where two wives, one of them put the first wife in the well. And the first wife and the second wife, they're all young. They look like I'm older than them. I'm 44 now, yeah. They look like I'm older than them. The second wife is the one that put the first wife inside the well. I will make a small video about that with their pictures. And you will see it. I'll post it here on my thingy, the TikTok story thingy. Hello? Huh? yaa ngi si sob bi dégguma la de kookan la te tuma téléphone bi caajut maa ngi def vidéo sax moo tax maa ngi def vidéo si YouTube bi. ok no problem it's better nga ñëw still su léetee sax. jëndal loolu luñ fa xam rek luñ xamut is fine Fatou maa ngi def vidéo moo tax. Wow, okay, later. See ya. Bye. Sorry, my daughter calling me. Okay, so just don't worry. Just like the video and I'll, explain the things that I'm going to explain. How they're promoting that is, they do it or they watch this thing happening in the community and they don't talk. And when you talk, they call you name. They can't even like the video. They can't even support your talk. They call you negative and bad and only talking about the bad. This is what they've been doing since our grandparents. That's why we never will develop. Until we start talking. We talk a lot, many of us anyway. So the talk a lot is not for just gossiping on the phone or gossiping when you see people physically or just talking to people that you shouldn't talk to begin with. Like having girlfriends and other friends or that on toxic people to gossip about or talk about stupid stuff. When you can just use that energy on stuff that will benefit us. We have the internet, we have the media, we have YouTube, we have everything. We can use it to talk about reality that will benefit us as Africans instead of just don't want to talk. But you will talk and blame the African government. You will talk and blame the West. You will talk and talk when you want to talk about the thing. But when it's reality, you behave like you don't talk and the people that talking, they talk a lot. It's not like that. We know what's happening. You talk more than us. You just will never have energy for this because when you have the energy, they will bully you, abandon you, call you name like you're doing to me now. Exactly. So guys, look at our community, okay? Right now in Gambia, just few days ago, around 4 days ago or so, one of the lady put two wives, belong to one man. One of the lady who have 4 or 5 children. Like I said, I'll put the picture of her here. You will see it. I saw a picture of her with her children in the media. The woman that is put inside the well by her co-wife. The co-wife is the second wife. She was the first wife. But they both look young. They both look like I am older than them. Take a look at this, okay? Take a look at why a lot of these men are forcing people to be second wife. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Why a lot of our African men or just other men that can get away with marrying many women thing, or just can get away with sleeping with a lot of people and cannot control themselves for one person, but will take somebody who don't want that. Why can't they go and take people who are like them? Who like to have sex with even 10 people in one bed or just jumping everywhere with their private part, chuk, chuk, chuk with everyone? Why can't they go with people who enjoy doing that? They're here in the world. They have them in every community. But no, they'll go with people that don't like that. And they're forcing that for you to live like that, to do that. Not just about second wife even, but people that like to cheat or like to share themselves, their private part with people. Why are they forcing that to other people? Thank you so much. Jërëjëf je tapote leen vidéo bi rek te bind comment yu baax. Su ngeen bëggee ma wax xolof ngeen waxal ma danaa def live vidéo xolof. Man naa ko def suba sax. Li may wax tey nii duma ko mën a wax si xolof waaye beneen yoon ngeen waxal ma. Don't worry maag suma askan bi du may sonn soo boo nit ñi di ma waxee dof di ma su may def vidéo kenn du tapote kenn du séddoo ñëpp di ma ree danaa continuer di wax di jooy no matter what. Yes, sorry. I'm talking to that person commenting that if they want me to do Wolof video, I'll do it. Even tomorrow or something. But right now, I'm going to focus in English. I don't mind, no matter how much my people call me names, I'll still talk the truth. I'm talking for what our grandmothers were supposed to talk, and our mothers, and even our grandfathers and our fathers. They don't talk about this. That's why Africa is the way it is. Our leaders are too traumatized to develop Africa. When you have one good leader, the rest are too traumatized and wicked, and they will not listen. And him alone cannot do the work. He need the people in the other people to work with him, the ministers. Exactly. Anyway, that's another story. So, the second wife put the first wife in the well. I don't know whether she already unalive her and put her there, or she just pushed her when she was getting water. And they do that sometimes. When you're getting water, they push you to fall in the well. You know those wells that they dig up for water like this? They do that. And in Senegal, few weeks ago, or few months ago, not long at all, it should be 2-3 months ago or so. Definitely not anything near 6 months ago. I'll be surprised. But it could be. But I'll be surprised. This woman also, if I remember the current affair, it was also the first wife that did that also to the second wife. Her daughter, who she named after her. You know our community, they name people after you. Like me, I have three people that are named after me also. One is my older sister's daughter, and one is one of my relatives who named her after me years ago when I was even younger. And one is one of my neighbor who named her daughter after me. I have 3 girls that are named after me. Some people have more than 3. Some people have more than 10. Some people don't have any, but it's a nice thing that a lot of us enjoy. Some people do it for money and opportunity because you have money. They want you to look after the child. Some people do it just because you are their relative and they like you. Some people do it just because they like the name and the person is like their royal model or something. Like how I named my son Adi after my grandpa Adi, that is known for very good stuff in our village. And I just like the name as well. So people name their children after somebody a lot in the Gambia and Senegal community. I don't know other communities, but for us. Okay? So they named, a lot of people that are married to one husband, they name their children after the second one. Some do it, like I said, because they just want peace and they want you to be happy. Or some do it just because they're trying to be nice. Or some do it just to show that I love my co-wife even though she's evil or even though she doesn't love me. It's just they do it for different reasons. Or some do it just because they want you to bring them a lot of gift. Because when someone name their child after you, especially when they're your co-wife or they're somebody that is your father's other child. Like if your father have 2 wives, one of the wife have children, the other wife have children, those 2 children can name each other's children to each other. Like I can name my child after your child, and our father we have the same father because our father married to our mothers. It's called Domi Bai. Bai is your father. Domi Bai is your father's son. So a lot of people name their children after their Domi Bai, even if they don't like the Domi Bai, just so the Domi Bai can bring a lot of gift. When you name your children after your Domi Bai or after your co-wife, normally they bring a lot of gift, lot of them, on the day when you're doing the naming ceremony. Or just continue to look after the child to show you that, oh, I'm more good than you. You think you can do me good. I'm going to be more good than you. That's another story. Some do it genuinely, but some do it for show off. But just for you to have a hand of who we are and how we operate. This sick, traumatizing behavior, we have it in every corner, a lot of us. And I believe everything is rooted from the severe child beating, the neglecting women and children, the marrying many wives, the women and children never allowed to talk to protect themselves. That's the #1 enemy of Africa. And nobody's allowed to talk about that. That's why my page don't even have view. That's why people call me depressed and mad and talk a lot, because I'm talking about this all these years. They don't want to hear it. They're using the internet for insulting, using the internet for people talking about man and woman, how they do things in the bed. I'm showing you how you have to do the man. I'm showing you how you have to do the woman. That is the type of video that my Gambia and Senegal people are tapping 20 million likes in the live video, watching 20,000 people watching the live right now as I'm talking to you, and in the middle of the day, like this time of a day. Okay, like this time right now, that is what time it is now, 3 o'clock. They do those type of live 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the middle of the day, and they watch it with children when they're talking very raw manner. They watch it with children. That is what Gambia and Senegal people love watching in the middle of their heart. Hello, Fatou, maa ngi si vidéo ba tey de loo bëgg Fatou. Hello, 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 hello. I think she called me and she didn't know. Fatou, yow nga maa call te yëgoo ko wala lan? Maa ngi xëy waxoo dara. Waa. Ok, no problem. No, dinañ xam time kay te soo ñibbi mën ngaa jël taxi, waaye su la neexee nga bàyyi ko su dee mënoo ñëw, su la neexee nga ñëw suba, no problem. waa loolu laa ma ne dinañ xam time kay. létt bi 1 hour rek la day nekk maximum. Bot su la neexee nga bàyyi ko su fekkee ne suba nga bëgg a ñëw. Jos maa ngi def vidéo anything rek message ma. Ok. Dama bëgg a def vidéo bi gaaw bala ngaa ñëw moo tax ma start ko nii vidéo lu serious laay wax current affaire. No, su fekkee ne bëggoo ñëw tey rek nga waxal na bot message ma rek ma xam. You can ñëw tomorrow or any other day, it's fine, it's no rush. Waaw mun nañoo xam time kay waaye su la neexee nga ñëw suba it's fine, just message ma anything rek because maa ngi wax moo tax. Ok, later. Waaw. Ok, no problem. Later, waaw, ok. Sorry, it's my daughter. Okay. So, what I was talking about is, let me charge this phone. I use that phone for my business now, which is my old WhatsApp number. But I use it for my business a lot. For my skincare product, my organic skincare product that I make myself. If you're interested, just message me my username, 1980@gmail.com. That's my username here. So yeah, how the men are marrying many different women and just getting away with it and forcing the women to agree. And the excuse is that Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did it, or it's a Muslim culture, or it's our culture, or we're not made for one woman, or there's too many women in the world, or all their nonsense reason for doing that, you know, this Muslim that men, or just other men that can marry many women, Muslim or not. Okay, especially African Muslims, who many of them are some of the worst Muslims in the world, because they don't care about having sex with someone that they're not married to, or doing horrible stuff that Allah don't want them to do. But when it's come to marrying people, or marrying younger person, or FGMing women, or just suffering women and children in general, or just doing whatever part of the deen that they enjoy, but mainly those are the things that they enjoy or do more regularly or defend more. Then you hear them talking about how Allah allowed that in the Muslim religion, or how the Prophet did that, or how that is a sunnah, or whatever that they're going to talk about using that excuse. And our women and children are watching this, especially women, because the children, when I say children, I don't mean young people. I mean people that are like 20 or under 20, 18, 17, or just past 20 years old even. And they're not young people anymore. They know left and right. They should stand up and say no to this. But many of them are not talking. Although salute to the ones that are talking, but many of them are still not talking enough, which is the youths. Many of the African youths are busy doing drugs, sex, and gossiping, and feeling sorry for themselves, and finding ways to make money, especially in the wrong way. Although a lot of the youths now are very disciplined and focused. Salute. Just a lot of us, doesn't matter now or not, but a lot of people are focused and ready to conquer the world, especially some people right now where the heading is just salute. But we still have a lot of youths that are just neglecting themselves and their future and neglecting the truth to protect youths and children and to protect just women and children in general. And when you talk, they say that you're a woman, that's why, or you've been through this growing up, that's why, which they're suffering from that themselves, or their mom and dad or family members suffer from that already, or are suffering from it right now. And also they've been through that, or their family members or relative or friends, sorry, been through worse than whatever you've been through, but they still rather call you named and laugh at you than to allow you to talk peacefully even. Not just they will not support the talk, but they will not allow you to talk peacefully. That's many Africans for you. And Africans are still blaming the West. They're ready to gossip and blame the West all day. They're ready to gossip and blame the African government all day. They're ready to just do all the horrible stuff, like I said, and talk about all the horrible stuff that they shouldn't talk about. But when it's come to bringing that energy to channel it here, they're so weak and just like a coward and just running and calling you name, like I said. So take a look at this, okay? In Gambia, the second wife is put to well. Senegal, a few months ago, the baby that is named after the second wife put the baby in the well. I don't know if the baby was also alive but some people put these people alive in the well, okay? Africa has been putting people in the well alive, okay? I know all over the world have horrible stuff that is going on and what's going on, but I like to focus on us, because us are the ones that are getting away with traumatizing ourselves up to the point that we can never develop, and then we're running and then traumatizing ourselves more, because the running have consequences of unaliving yourself, because you're going with a really dangerous way, like a very close family member also is gone now, young man, because of this bad way just 3 days ago. Today is day number 4. It was 3 days ago, yesterday. So, and another family member also, 3 of my cousins unalived themselves because they just gone, and that's it. That their parents never hear any news because of the back way. They're trying to run from Africa. You know, one of them is like 15 years ago or over 10 years ago when he disappeared. The other one is also 5 years now or more, even though he left one beautiful child. I don't know, I can't remember if it's a boy or a girl. And he was just married a few years later. He left after his wife had one child, and he was so young, way under 30 years old, tall, handsome young man, also disappeared, and the wife is still crying. Okay, so, and what my older sister also, the man she's married to, one of his older daughter also disappeared. You know, her and her child, by the way, they went on the boat, and this boat that people are going to escape Africa are so risky, and they still rather go on the boat to die or marry somebody else that they don't want to escape Africa than facing the truth why Africa is the way it is. This is why I said Africans, including women, rather die or rather support the nightmare and the suffering and die, or continue to suffer and continue to promote the suffering. So even after they're no more alive, the suffering will continue because they're promoting it, than allowing you to even talk. Aren't this painful, guys? To come from such a culture and to be an activist for people to wake up and to just like, I can watch and just allow you to do whatever or just contribute to the pain than talking. Because you that is promoting it, you've been through the pain yourself, or your mother or father or family members and friends dead, but you're doing like you don't know nothing that is going on. So I rather be like you, but I choose to tell the truth even if I'm crying. I choose to tell the truth even no matter what name you call me. It's painful to have such a mindset when you are from Africa. Ooh. If you're not strong, you're finished. Whatever pain and trauma you have that is making you come out and condemn the pain and trauma, they will double it by calling you traumatized and mad, and they will not support you. That's Africans, a lot of Africans. When I say Africans, I don't mean every single person, but it's like anything that I talk about, and I'm like, us Africans this, us Africans that, it's like the vast majority of us that are like that. That's why I'm talking about it that way. More Africans that are like that than the ones that are not like that. I don't care what anyone else say. You have time to deny stuff. Every single person, even the birds flying on the air, they see your reality. They know your reality. They can see you. They can fly up and see you. The birds can tell you Africa's reality. Billah wallah, if you ask the birds flying up the air, they will tell you African's reality. Those birds are flying, above the mango. the mango tree, they'll tell you Africans' reality. That is this thing that I'm talking about. Why do you think the woman will have the gut to put her, her co-wife in the well, or just to put children in the well, or just to severe beat the children, or just to neglect themselves, or the areas that they don't have to neglect if they have certain self-love? Why do you think some African women are still marrying people they don't want because of money, opportunity, or fame, or comfortable life, or the fear of I'm not married, or that I cannot have peace here at home, so let me just get out of the house and live somewhere else no matter what? People marry people that they don't want for different reasons in the African community. That's another reason. I mean, that's another topic. If I have to focus on that, I'll be here till tomorrow. But why do you think still, not just women, but even men, why do you think still our community is full of marriages that are toxic because people are marrying the wrong people, or marrying you and they don't know how to keep a marriage? Because they're too traumatized to keep a marriage because they lie. They're not passionate enough for humans because they don't have passion enough for themselves. They get bored quickly, which is also all sign of trauma and frustration. They don't know their worth and their value. And if a person don't know their worth and their value, they'll bring themselves down to do all the horrible stuff that if they know themselves and know their worth, they won't do it, you or not. But you wouldn't like those things, including lying, cheating, violence, and other stuff that are neglecting you. Because if they love you, you should be them. You, your happiness, your priority, your security, your everything should be for them if they truly love you. But if they love themselves truly, do you think they will marry you if they don't love you? Exactly. So everything is going to be down to the fact that the African community is still neglecting self-worth and self-value when it comes to women and children, to empower them and train them and teach them self-love and self-value. They're still teaching the children how to be violent, how to be bully, how to feel sorry for yourself, how to allow the nonsense to go on. And then you look for a juju to help you, or you just complain and gossip with your friend, but you won't do anything about it, and you won't even allow others to do something about it. African women are still promoting this, and men as well. Because African men still have the fear of when we give women and children the human right and justice and allow them to grow up without pain and trauma, allow them to not be manipulated and oppressed, they will not allow us to be marrying them and marry anybody else we want, or marrying them and be cheating, or marrying them and turn them into housemate when they're cooking and cleaning every day. No matter what, they have to cook fresh food and clean every single day. Especially African food take hours to cook. Most African food take longest time to cook than other countries' food, I think. And they want you to cook that every single day. They don't even want you to cook and put in the fridge. A lot of African men don't like that. You're not allowed to cook a big pot for today and tomorrow. Even if you're abroad here, even if you're going to work every day, you have to come home 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock and cook. Or you have to wake up 3 o'clock in the morning and cook before you leave home for work. And those women that are going through this thing that I'm talking about, a lot of them will still watch you and they won't want to support your talk, even though they're dying because of this. So a lot of the men that are holding us back and don't want us to have peace, they know what they're doing that is favoring them. Salute to the men, like I said, salute to the people that are awake, or salute to the people that just have a human heart in general, awake or not. But do you think if our men are still forcing us, or just people in general, men or not, if they're still forcing people to go through injustice and pain for their own good, don't you think the people that are allowing that are their own enemy right now? And our men and our society, right now, I was in one of the live video talking on TikTok about the current affair that is happening in Senegal. I'll come to that soon. And you wouldn't even believe what some of these men were saying. But I'll explain that when I'm, talking about that. So I'm going to wrap up right now with the fact that this one I'm talking about in Senegal put her child, her co-wife in the well, is still trending in the community, but people don't talk about it much. They're talking about the Senegal one more. Why they're not talking about this one much? And they call people name, people like me who's been talking about this for years. What I talk about is don't severe beat the children and torture them. They will get used to violence and pain. Don't belittle women and children. They wouldn't know their word for the most part when they grow up. Do you think if the woman she knows her word, do you think she will not think about the consequence of putting that woman in the well? Do you think someone who know their word will risk something that will put them to prison, co-wife or not? People who know their word, they're going to have self-discipline for the most part. Self-discipline number one is when you are angry or when you're not happy. Know the consequence of what you're doing now that you're going to regret. That's the number one self-discipline in the world for humans. Every single human in the world that know their self-worth and who they are, their worth and their value, they most of the time have this self-discipline. They know how to protect suffering themselves because they know themselves and they know they deserve better than the suffering that they're creating for themselves. That's why people that know their word properly, even if they're smoking or drinking or having the wrong friend or doing something that is too risky that, is not good for them, they just always get out of it. They don't even stay long. People that know their word know what I'm talking about. But why the African community is, a lot of people don't want to hear about self-worth. It's because the self-worth will not favor the men. And even for some women that don't know their worth. Women who don't know their worth can marry you for anything. Can sleep with you for anything. Free or not. Can unalive you or themselves. Can traumatize you or themselves for anything. Cannot even drink effing moringa. See this moringa that I've been telling you to drink it. A lot of people rather die than even drinking this. Even though they know the health benefit for your skin, your health, your everything. I'm telling you, and it doesn't even have bad taste. But they will be happy to drink Coca-Cola every day. Because they feel like they're not worth this or what. What is this? Like, even if it's not this, you just not worth the water or you not worth what? I just will never get it anyway. Maybe because even though I was young, I never knew the amount of self-worth I know now. But I still, when I was young, I still know my community is sick. When I was giving a husband before I was 10 years old. And when my mom used to beat me, severe beating, for not washing dishes on time, I used to know that this is wrong. Even though my sister was washing the dishes on time, I used to know how my mom was beating me. It's beyond the dishes is late. I'm washing it late. I used to see the pain and anger on her face. After I become an adult, I know that she already was traumatized. She was also arranged marriage when she was so young. And she'd been through the beating and so on as well. She have her own pain that she couldn't deal with. People, when they take pain, they give pain to other people or to themselves, or they do both. But the live video that I told you I was in this morning, just now, not long. When I was talking about this, I didn't talk about the child beating, but when I was talking about how we have to talk about the reality that our youth don't love themselves. That's why they're doing stuff like the current affair I'm going to talk about next. People were commenting in the live video that go and talk to your own parents for giving you to get married young, laughing at me, and then saying that bad parents will do that because they are bad. Does that mean all of our parents are bad then? Because how many of our parents that don't do the severe child beating? Do you know that good parents don't do severe child beating either? The severe gaslighting, the insulting, the endless punishment that a lot of you been through. And you talking to me, laughing and bullying as if you've been through nothing and that your parents are angels. They will not talk about what they've been through because the bullying they will give you when you talk, they don't want that for them. And if you are waiting for people to talk only because they don't talk to their parents anymore, they abandon their parents, then nobody will talk. Because a lot of us, no matter how wrong our parents did, we still love them. We just know that their parents and their grandparents weren't talking like us. Didn't have that opportunity. They were oppressed. Just like you're still oppressing us in this 19.1 million now with freedom and human right. But you want freedom and human right. You want that from the West. You want the West to do that to you. to not call you nigger, to love your black skin, to give you freedom and human right. Even though they're giving you some, you don't want it. You want full more right than their own children. Calling them racist and calling them every single name, every single time. But you don't want to give your own people freedom and human right. And you want your government to give you freedom and human right. So they can stop abusing your money for women and food and houses, to give it to you so your hospital can have electricity or paracetamol. To not be like Gambia airport that it said in the news yesterday or this morning. I saw it. It was either posted yesterday or this morning that they couldn't even land a effing flight in Gambia because no electricity in the airport. The flight have to go back to Senegal. Our hospital, the electricity will go off. Gambia. Our airport, the electricity will go off, even though you have to pay $1,000 Gambia money anytime you arrive in that airport. The Gambians complaining about that $1,000. When I was last time in the Gambia, I didn't pay for it. They calling me that I like trouble. That's why I didn't pay. Laughing at me when they were telling me to pay, and I said, I'm not going to pay. This is stupid. This money we're paying, if people come in with their wife and 3 children, that's $5,000 for when they arrive. $5,000 for when they go in. That's $10,000. You can change a whole family life for $10,000. Families that are in extreme poverty and with young children, you give them $10,000, they can start doing business, start selling some peanut, they can buy a bed, they can do so many stuff. I still have children in my organization that don't have no donation to go to school. I have families that they come from underage marriage, like what happened to me growing up. Women that are still in that marriage or divorced, and they have children and they have no money, no nothing. Some of them don't even have a bed, or if you see their bed, you feel sorry for them. And I cannot even have donation from my own people to help those people. But the airport have to take 10,000 because you have 3 children and you have a wife and your husband. 10,000 when you arrive, 5,000 when you go in, 5,000. And when I was there, I said we shouldn't pay for this. I will not pay. The Gambians were watching me in the queue, laughing at me. I saw them calling me troublemaker. This is how fake and traumatized Africans are. They promote the pain and trauma. And these are the people that are gossiping that the government is evil. They shouldn't charge us this money. Look at the airport, how bad it is. Look at the situation of the airport. But they will not do nothing. When they get there, they pay and shut up. When you tell them that I'm not going to pay, this is wrong, they bully you, laugh at you. That's why the airport is the way it is, and you're still paying when they don't even have effing electricity, and you have to pay that money to just land. Bear with me, I'm coming back. I'm just pointing different stuff so you know how sick our people are. And when you do this, they don't like it. They'll tell you that, oh, you're off topic. That they know you're connecting every dot. They know everything linked. They know you're making it very clear. Hence, they behave like a 5-year-old when you're telling the truth. They don't want to hear it. They know you're telling them, okay, look at this. Okay, look at this. Okay, putting them all together. They know. But they just still making you like you're mad so you can shut up. So I'm used to that when I'm talking. They're like, you're off topic. You're off topic. Talk then and focus on the topic. Hence, you can talk more than me. Make a good video about this. Exactly. You won't. You rather laugh at me than doing it because you don't want the love you're giving me to receive that from other people. Do you think that if we are forcing women to marry as a second wife or to have other people that are going to come and marry your husband after you marry, and using that sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the fact that he have a lot of wives, you're like, we are Muslim. Do you think that's going to help us? No. The women, they know you don't care about Allah. A lot of you don't. You're still cheating. You're marrying a wife and she doesn't have enough money for food, clothes, or the house to look good. Which you have to do all those 3 if you're following Allah. Also, if you're following Allah, you should be marrying young people if you're following Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Like he was married to Aisha very young. I know a lot of you will still rather do that. And a lot of you are still marrying people that are underage. Or just like underage people in general. But how many of you right now are going to marry of your daughter that is not 10 years old? Like what happened to me growing up. How many of you are going to give away your 6, 7, 8-year-old daughter because Aisha was married way before she was 10? Or did Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did not do that? Did he only have more than one wife? Did he not also marry a under 10-year-old? So why are you not practicing that part until now? You're not Muslim then? Ooh. Let's talk about using the deen to do what you want. When you're fake and hypocrite and just following your, what favors you. Exactly. They saying that because Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam have more than one wife, they're going to have it by force. When they hate the deen, they never do what Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam tell them. Especially when it's come to don't have sex with people you're not married to. Don't even look at them inappropriately. Don't suffer your wife and children. Feed, clothes, house them. Lot of their wife, when they have a paint, they have to paint their own house or they will not have it. When they have a bed, they have to buy the bed or it wouldn't be a good bed. When they even have nice clothes or nice anything, they have to put their own money for that, not the husband. Lot of our women in the community, their wives don't have what they need from their husband. And Allah tell them to house, clothes, and feed the wife. How expensive it is to do that correctly for one wife, especially when she have children. If a lot of them were doing that by now, they would not even marry a second wife. Because they will not have the money for it. Again, the Quran also said that you can marry someone for beauty, for love, for deen, for fame. But you have to marry for deen, for when they are good Muslim, But you have this option. So now, are you going to be happy now when a woman marries you just because you have money? And she's busy having boyfriends. She's busy taking the money, giving it to her boyfriend who she loves. And after a couple of years, she will build a wealth with her boyfriend and dump you and move to the boyfriend. You'll be happy with that? If you're a man watching me. If you are a woman, you'll be happy for man to do that to you or for your children to grow up, if you have any. And have a man that will marry them just because they're successful in life. And they would drain the money and then leave them. And go and marry somebody they love. You want that? That's allowed though. Because you're allowed to marry for money or for beauty. Let's talk about all the reasons why you should marry someone. Hence you say that you're going to use the deen to marry second wife by force. All of you that is marrying second, third, and fourth wife is nothing to do with the deen. You just inappropriate, can't control your private part, love to share it with the whole world, want to abuse women and children. That's what a lot of you are. That's the fact. It's fine. I know that telling the truth, the consequence is that you will never support me. And you call me name. You laugh at me. That's the consequence. I know I'm facing it all these years. But I still rather tell the truth even if I get no help from you guys than to lie to you like our grandparents and our parents were doing, smiling and pretending everything is fine. That's the consequence we're reaping now. That's why we can never have half of Africa that is working. We're going to continue running to other people's countries and they're going to continue rejecting us because they're tired. We can't keep running like a coward. We have to tell the truth and develop like an adult. They are right. You don't even like the foreigners in Africa. Yourself, you call them foreigners. Call them my country have a lot of foreigners. Even though you have nothing, you're running from it yourself. Exactly. So, I'm going to close this part of the topic and I'm going to move to the next part very, very quickly. I'm not going to stay long on that one. The Senegal one. You cannot force people to marry as a second wife or as you have them as a one wife and you bring somebody else. Tell them the truth before you marry them, that you want to marry more. If they agree, that's it. If they don't, that's it. Even if they agree, understand that it's going to be consequence when you do it. But if they tell you no, don't lie and tell them I won't do it. Marriage and love and women and children, they're not your gadget to just use and lie and just use and lie. These things have consequences for why we can never be developed. You teach the government this behavior, but you don't like it that they're giving you back exactly what you taught them, which is I'm going to lie and get what I want. Exactly. Tell the woman the truth. If she's going to agree, she agree. When you marry her, love her with 100%. Don't be cheating and lying and traumatizing her. Love her, respect her. Love her children, respect them. Give them the money that you have to give them. Like Allah said, house, clothes, and feed them. Hence, you're going to do what the Quran said, that's why you're going to marry somebody else. Then why are you not doing what the Quran said when it comes to this woman and her children? Why is that you're not housing her, clothing her, feeding her correctly? When you have to give her 10, you give her 1. Her food, she cannot eat what she wants. Her clothes, her and her children, she cannot wear what she wants. Her house don't look how she wants. And you have the money to do that, but you're not doing it. You're putting the money on other stuff that you want to do. What did Allah say about that? That means you don't care about Allah. But you will use Allah to marry somebody else. Do you see why I'm talking? How annoying and painful is this? You make people to think that Allah is just for suffering. And it's not that. It's just you using Allah to suffer women and children because you're selfish, traumatized, and wicked. That's the fact. I'm sorry, but this is the truth. Let's take a look at us. Please, put away, lie down. What's the English word? Let's put away the blaming the West and the Africa government. Please, until we do that, we can never get anywhere in life. Why we can never develop the West? Why we can never develop our government? Let's put away that. We've been doing that for years before I was born. I'm 44 now. Let's focus on us. Why we can never develop? Because the way we are, us, our everyday life. That's the only thing that can harm you. You see me, no matter how much I have a lot of haters because the way I talk in the media. For my people to wake up and understand that we are our own enemy. Even though they understand it, they pretend like they don't. They rather call the West our enemy and the African government. See, because of the haters I have, the fact that I'm telling the truth, no matter how many haters I have, that cannot ruin me. Look at me. Look at how I look so shiny and healthy and beautiful, and I'm 44. And I'm not on any medication. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't even have a man for years, and it doesn't affect me because I know how to close my legs and wait for the man that is worth it. I know what a healthy man is, and I know what I want. And I'm definitely not going to take a married man. Do you see why the fact that no matter how much you guys call me name, or even watch me and you never tap, you never see my video, you never support anything I'm doing? Do you see how it's not affecting me? It's because I know how to protect myself. I know how to drink this moringa. Either you buy the moringa or not. I know how to get it from Gambia, get it from my own family member, get it from my own moringa in my land, and bring it here for sale. But I'm going to drink first before I sell you one, like I did this morning. This morning when I woke up, I have a glass of moringa, turmeric, clove, and ginger in one glass, and pour in one cup, and pour the hot water, mix it, let it cool down, and I drank it. That's why I have this energy. I've not ate breakfast yet. I only have a little bit of peanut for snack. I've not ate yet. It's after 5 now. Sorry, it's after 4 now. No, it's after almost 4 o'clock. It's after 3. Look at my energy for someone who only have a handful of nuts. Exactly. You can only harm yourself when you don't love yourself. You don't know your worth. You don't do the right thing. Not the enemy outside. They can try. They might harm you small. They can try. Sometimes they might even harm you big, but you're always going to come out better because you know how to protect yourself and how to do the right thing, which Africans refuse to do. Africans refuse to know how to protect themselves. They refuse and continue to blame the West and the African government forever, for years. And they know whatever you're talking about. They're not crazy. They know what you're talking about. They don't want to hear it. And they do like you're crazy for talking, or they're crazy, that's why they don't get you. That's many Africans. And one development. Development don't come with this type of mindset. A mindset of blackmail and torturing women and children, and I'm going to do what I want. And the women and children are going to grow up very wicked and heartless, and you continue to do what you want, and they're also going to learn how to do what they want. That's why that woman put the other woman in the well. That's why people are still doing all this horrible stuff that I'm talking about in the African community. And Africans rather die than talking about it. We have so many positive stuff to talk about, of course. I talk about the positive stuff, yes. I talk about it all the time, no. It's not enough positive stuff that is worth talking about. If that there was, we will not be running here like a coward, leaving Africa. We all over the place. A lot of our youth, their bones are under the sea, trying to escape Africa. Including this young man that I told you about, that is a very close family member. A lot of Africans that have youth in Africa, they're so scared, thinking that my son or my daughter can die anytime. They go with the back way. The woman I told you that went with her children, she wasn't even youth. She was married and have 3 children. Her husband divorced her, betrayed her. She was crying and very sad. She didn't do anything, just betray her. A lot of men do it, just you have children, I don't love you anymore, or you're too old now, or you're whatever. After they cheating and lying and traumatizing you for years. She was crying and she make up some money. She was selling stuff. You know how you sell stuff, like women in Africa selling food stuff or fish or whatever they're selling, they said. And she saved the money, saved the money, saved the money, and she paid to join the boat with her child, one of the child. They went on the boat and the boat sank more than 200 people. How can you sail a boat from Gambia to Spain, from Gambia to Italy or Spain or wherever the hell they're sailing to? They don't even know where they're sailing. They don't even have a good boat. They don't even understand the way. They don't even know when to go or when not to go. The sea can be dangerous. And they're still going. Look at the amount of cold we are now in December. 3 days ago, another boat sailing and one close family member, like I explained to you just now. The whole boat, only 5 people survive. And they feel 100 or more people in this boat, sometimes 200, sometimes 300 in this boat, including women and children. Don't you think if we are that effing miserable that we rather die than stay in there, we should tell the truth? What is this? What type of mindset is this? I'm just asking questions. Please answer me. What is this? What is this? What type of self-enemy is this? Can't we tell the truth to respect women and children, teach them self-empowerment, focus on school education, focus on not beating the children no matter what? I know that's not for the weak, especially when you're beaten growing up and you're traumatized and wicked. The number one thing that beating does is you get angry quickly and you will not have discipline when you're angry. That's the number one enemy of every human being. And that's the number one thing that child beating causes. Which a lot of you love the child beating. You're still doing that abroad. Child beating that I'm talking about is why a lot of you hate my God. But you won't say it because you're not honest. And I also talk about men who marry you and make you cry. Or women who marry you and they shouldn't get married at all. They're too traumatized to get married. They don't know their worth. The truth I talk about is why we cannot develop. Bad marriages is Africa's number one enemy as well. These are the 5 enemies. I'm going to count them again. Severe child beating, lack of education, bad marriages. So don't get married, but I'm going to marry you anyway. If I have to talk about that, it's going to be a lot because so many different bad marriages, different ones and different reasons why that bad marriage happened. Not tell the truth and somebody else will not tell it also. You will not tell it, but you will not allow other people to tell it. That just belittling women and children in general. The children doesn't matter they are men or women. You will never know their dignity. You will never give them peace. You will never protect them or allow people to protect them. These are Africa's enemy, these 5. But the number one is the child beating. Child beating can make you get angry quickly. Child beating can make you violent, which is the get angry quickly. Child beating can make you lie. Can make you feel sorry for yourself. When you feel sorry for yourself, how are you going to know your worth and do the right thing for you? Exactly. If I have to tell you the consequences of child beating can make you selfish because you're going to have fear. When you have fear, for the most part, you're going to be selfish without even knowing it. Child beating can make you very egoistic and stubborn and brave with the wrong thing, but you never be brave with the right thing. Child beating is the worst enemy of any land that is doing that. And whenever I talk about it, they're bullying me that I was beating when I was young. My mom beat me, that's why I'm talking. When they beat them worse than me. I've never seen a society like this. Are you guys hearing what I'm saying? Let me know if you're hearing me. Because sometimes when people make you like you're mad, you shouldn't even talk. No one hear you or no one cares. I'm just very stubborn with my work. Even though I barely get no support. Any support, sorry. I don't have support with my work at all. A lot of you knows this. But I'm very passionate about for us to tell the truth. So we can have a real change. Change is not just have a new president and run abroad and send money. That's not going to change. By now we change. What's going to change us is to tell the truth and to go with the truth. Thank you so much. I was telling you I love you to marry you. You don't want to answer me. Who are you? I don't even know you. I'm trying to be serious here. I can't just say yes, marry me when I don't even know you. You saw me. That's why you want me. But who are you though? You see what I mean? Let's just focus. This is serious and I'm going to end the live soon, guys. Take a look at our people and take a look at how we are running. And we have this internet to tell the truth, for people to hear it and to talk about good food, good product for your body, to help you keep alive, and self-love, self-worth, sorry, and stuff like this. I'm getting hungry now. I need to go. And I have somebody coming for me to do her hair about 5:30. So I need to go and make something to eat quickly before she comes. Take a look at how we are forcing people to do polygamy. People that are traumatized and they've been through severe child beating, essay even if they're not lucky, lack of education, or being abused from the school that's supposed to protect you, or from the dara where you learn in Quran, which most school and daras do in our community. Until now, you wouldn't believe the of severe child beating that children going through when they're trying to learn anything in the African land. You don't want to know it. Billahi, you don't want to know it. Until now, as I'm talking to you. Just last year when I was in Gambia, 1 year exactly. Last month, make it 1 year exactly. Last November. Sorry, I came back on the 1st of December last year. So this month, make it 1 year when I came back from Gambia. The Dara, where people learning Quran from, opposite my compound like this. The people discipline, severe punish a child that is disabled until the child. And that Dara have 200 children or more. And the whole neighborhood in the area knows about it, gossiping about it, and that Dara is still wide open with fresh children under 10 years old up. Take a look at when I'm talking about this, how my people don't, if you want to hear it. It's like every 10 watching you, or every 20, one genuinely want to hear it. One from every 20. That day you was live, I tell you, you don't answer me. Oh my God, I still don't know who you are. This Yaya Mali or whatever your name is right now. But thank you, I appreciate it that you want to marry me. I cannot just marry someone just because they want me. Have to be somebody that I also want, and I have to talk to them a little bit and see their mindset, and just, have to feel them as well. It's not like I don't want to get married. It's just I know what I want. A lot of men are afraid of me because the way I'm like this in the media talking, my activism, and sometimes I cry, or I talk from pain and trauma, you can see it. And a lot of men don't like that, and they don't also like the fact that I know how to protect myself, and I'm not going to allow certain things. And they don't like that because they know I will not allow what they're going to do to me when they marry me. But they will not say it like that. They'll say like, I am traumatized, I am evil, I am stubborn, I am this, I am that, I talk a lot, I am troublemaker, I am always angry. And me, if you know me in real life, I'm the most sweetest person in the world. But I'm not fake though. I wouldn't be watching you do stuff that is wrong and I'm like, oh yeah. That doesn't mean that you are nice. That just mean that you're fake. That's what it's called. It's called fake. People pleasing. Fake nice. That's what it's called. It's not called nice. Genuine nice is what you do behind door. Genuine nice start from protecting women and children. If you want to know if this land is nice or not, look at how they treat women and children. Because they don't have enough power. Women and children don't have enough power. Any land that don't respect women and children, treating them anyhow, they're very evil. Their nice is fake. I'm telling you this. If you want to know if someone is genuinely nice, look at how they treat people that cannot help them. People that they need to help. Look at how they treat them. People that genuinely need their help, even if it's open your mouth and talk, or to see someone talking and you leave them alone then, if you cannot support them. Or to give them your little bread. Look if they're doing that. They're not doing that. Africa is still not supporting women and children. If you know the amount of children that don't go to school in Africa, are not going to school right now in Africa, you can't even believe it. Gambia, if you just go to Tanje where I am, the amount of children in Tanje that don't have no school education is beyond. And the Gambians are doing nothing about it. I opened my organization. I'm talking until I have a headache for them to sponsor the children. They would not. I told them you can sponsor them by, I introduce you to the child and you go and sponsor them. I got nothing to do with it. Or you give me the money and I will pay and give you the receipt. The child will go to the school. I'll show you the uniform. Give you the receipt of the money and the video of the child. And the child will buy the school book, pay for everything. The school that I like to take the children in Tanje is called Tanje Life. It's a very good private school. Tanje have one government school that is, the child will go there for 5 years, 6 years. They can barely write anything. This private school is very good. You will buy the uniform. You will buy the shoes, the bag, the school book, everything from £100 for the child to study whole year. And I tell my people they can pay £50 if they want. And when the child start learning, then they can pay the other £50 because it's 3 terms. So when you pay £50, that means you're paying for the first term. And after a while, you pay for the, for the other £50 for the child to finish. And I'll be talking until I have a headache like I'm doing now. And the Gambians will never contact me to support people. And they call me every single name. Since I started my organization, I only have one donation from one single Gambian, who is my friend, who donated one of the Gambian lady, $10,000, who I was looking for help for. Her video is here and her children. She still don't have any donation for her son to go to school. Her son is 9 years old, still not going to school. Every single time I'm talking, for the most part, I talk about this. The Gambians watching, they will still not email me. They will not contact me. They know my WhatsApp number is on my TikTok. I mean, all of on the above. They know I always tell them you can message me my username here if it's YouTube. My username, Ami Job 1980 at gmail.com. They know they can find me from Facebook or even Instagram or just ask people that know me here. They know I live in Edinburgh. I am in the Gambian community in Edinburgh. In the group. They just know how to find me if they want to find me like this in 2 seconds. If they want to sponsor the child, they know I'm very honest with my work. They know me. They saw me. They know if I was fake, by now I'm having millions of views on every platform I go. Because I'll talk what you want to hear, which is talk about sex in a very raw manner and call it I'm teaching you. Or insulting people having problem, pay you money to insult the other person they have problem with. Those are the people that you're supporting in this internet. Those 2 type of people. We saw it since Facebook. You give them millions of subscribers, millions of money. You buy them cars and create their whole song for them even. I saw it since Facebook. I've been doing video for 8 years. And I still will not do video like that just for view. So if I was after money and opportunity, don't you think I would do that? It's the easiest way. I'm very loyal with my work, even though I know you don't want to hear it. I still understand that until we focus on this, we can never get anywhere. And it's hard to do that, especially when you go through the pain and trauma yourself, and you're talking until you're crying. And the people laughing at you rather die than talk because they will cry worse than you when they have to talk. But it's easy for them to call you name. So me, when you look at me and my videos and you don't know me or you don't know humans in general, you think I'm very miserable and bad because the way my people frustrate you for talking. They call you every name since Facebook. They've been calling me every name for telling the truth. I talk about different things that is harming us. Not just what I'm talking about now. So people are afraid of me because how they don't see me like some people do. I do that when I'm in the mood, But when I'm in the mood for because my people are insane, what's going on is insane. I'm like that. I'm not gonna fake and just because I'm clicking the camera. No. And then people are afraid. Yes, that's true. But some people also think that when they come to me, I will not like them. Because they know I'm running away from married men. I don't want trouble. And they know that I know what I want. So they don't have the confidence to come. But they also call me name and say that she doesn't want to get married or she will never get married again or blah, blah. Because of my bad marriages I've been through from a young age that I explained in the videos. So they will use that to make it worse for me to never marry again and call me name. That is true. But me, I know myself. I know when I see somebody that I want and I believe he wants me and I believe that I have confidence that he's a nice person. I will get married now, today if I want. Nothing is stopping me. And it's not like people don't want me. That's why I'm not married like they say it. Because the way I'm talking, people don't want me. That's a lie. People always after me. So that doesn't, I'm not bothered about that. But yeah, you're telling me you want, and this is the reason why I'm not married. It's because of these things I'm explaining. But for you, I don't know you. So I cannot tell you yes or no because I cannot say you are this person or you are that person. I don't know who you are right now. But I'm going to focus again because I need to go soon. It's 4 o'clock now, yeah. And I have 1 hour to make food. It's not going to take long anyway. I'll make something quick. The lady's coming about 5:30. Let me see. To do the hair. Let me see if she changed the appointment. Yeah, she's not changed it. So I better focus. Yeah. Okay, so the topic is the woman who put her sister, her husband in the sea. Her husband co-wife, her co-wife in the in the sea. I'm hungry now, God. It's water, subhanallah. This is not a laughing matter, but it's not a sea. It's a well where you get water. You know, the hole that they dig in Africa, and you get water. And just to realize, for us to reflect back on ourselves, reflect on the fact that we're still doing severe child beating and watching children being beaten, or just if you don't do it, you watch it happening and you're not gonna talk. And the children are still going through SA and severe child beating and so on, which is why they have this pain and anger and wickedness in them. And the community is still not addressing it enough. And everyone that understands, Africans understand that this is still going on. You cannot run anymore. Face reality and protect your children and tell the truth. And like I said, don't force people to do polygamy or whatever the word is, polygamy or whatever the word is. That's not for every woman or every man. That you're gonna see me with somebody else. We all gonna see each other. That's not for every person, man or woman. Some men don't want to live that life, and some men want. If you type on this YouTube, polygamy men, polygamy, can't say the word, polygamy I think it's called. Men who have two men sharing one wife, 3 men sharing one wife. Type it, you see it. And you see the men like this doing it happily. Because they want. How many of you will want that? If you type that for women as well, you will see it. And they don't even know Allah. Some are not even Africans or Muslim. Nothing to do with Allah. They just like it. Some people like it. That's fine. But don't force people to do something they don't like. That's not a joke. And you cannot force people to agree just because you want. But again, because you don't respect women and children, you will force them to do whatever you want. You never consider them and respect them and respect their decision. But you're doing it with people who are traumatized though. People who come from severe beating, torture, and even SA and other stuff. So they're going to have so much revenging personality and so much pain and anger. And so much I'm used to pain and anger type of a person. And they're going to put each other in the well and put each other's children in the well like I explained. So now I'm going to explain quickly for the Senegal current affair. So the Senegal current affair, what happened is, I'm going to say this quickly before I go. A woman who is who is in one of the Senegal's TV, who work in one of the Senegal TV. She's like a juju / future teller person, like can tell you about your future. See those type of program in the TV where people call and she will tell them, oh, what's your name, blah blah, what's your age, something like that, and then she will tell them on the live program TV, so people, everyone hearing. So you tell them your tomorrow is this, your tomorrow is that, or this and that happen, or this and that is gonna happen. Those type of I know it all type of a for future teller, or the type of a person in Africa that many Africans still worship those type of people more than they worship their God. She's one of them. Those juju / I know it all type of people. She's warning everyone in the internet to not talk about this, that she will take them to court. And she's already taking people to court in Senegal who talk about what she did. But I talked about it in my language already. But yeah, she's still warning people for not talking about it. So what she did is, she have one of the boy who is 24 years old and she's 53. And she says she have a child who is at university. So this 24-year-old boy was working for her as a driver. And the boy come from a poor family, according to what the family said in the interview. And the boy was working as a driver because the mom said the boy never go anywhere and he's very quiet and shy. You can see in the picture that he's very quiet and shy. I have in the picture the live video that I did yesterday about this in my language. I think it was English as well, if I remember, or my language, or both. Just check it. I have the picture there for the two of them. She said the boy was working for her and that she wanted the boy as a husband because she saw in her dream, something like that the boy is her husband. And she checked because she can check people's future. She checked and see that the boy should marry her. And that she been saying for years that she's going to marry a young person. You know, Africans are marrying young people for years, but they used to do it with the women. Sorry. Yeah, the men used to marry young people like what happened to me growing up. And they never say nothing about that. I've been talking about that for years. And they call me name. And now the women are turning. They're revenging their pain on young boys. They've been sleeping with younger men for a long time. A lot of African women are doing that. Me, Amy. If I have to revenge my pain on young men, I pray that I should die quickly in a very horrible manner. I will never do that. I rather come to the camera and talk for the pain to stop for others, no matter how much you call me traumatized and bully me. I rather cry in the camera every day for the pain to end in the society than to revenge the pain on young people sleeping with them. But a lot of people that are essay, Africans or not, they revenge the pain on others to essay them all over the world. Essay is not a joke. I don't care you marry your victim or not. Leave them alone. You're traumatizing them. And most likely they will grow up and traumatize more people. That's why Africans are like this. When the boy was working for her as a driver, and the boy was starting to come home late, the boy mom said in the interview that the boy was coming late. When they interviewed her, she said the boy was coming late, like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And the woman herself come to the house in the car with the boy and explain to them that I want him to stay even the whole night because the work is busy. And it's not safe for him to be coming home late. And I look at him like my daughter. The mother confirmed this yesterday. And that live video confirmed her mother's interview with her mother's face and picture with the camera interviewing her. Because the community is shocked. They're not used to our own women marrying somebody that is 29 years age gap. But they're used to the men doing that for years and they'll never talk, which is wrong for anyone to do. Some of them also saying that it's okay if you do it if it's a white person or European person, you need a document, you need a visa, that's fine. That's not fine. You shouldn't marry anyone that you don't love if you love yourself. That's the fact. And they don't talk about it. That's why a lot of us make the mistake of marrying the wrong people. Because since our grandmothers and our parents have to talk like I'm doing now, they never did. And even right now, you don't want me to talk though. A lot of you hate my talk like this. You call it negative, call it angry, call it depressed, call it traumatized, call it every single word. This is why our grandparents didn't talk. This is why we are still doing this now. And we still have nothing beneficial out of it. Go and look at our land. You see that it's not benefiting us nothing. Apart from drugs, sex, violence, bad government, and so on. And then we continue to run to another land. The woman then start having the boy there, and the boy start not picking call from her family members. They call him, he's not picking. They call him, he's not picking. From nowhere, they just saw in the news that the boy is married to this woman. The wedding pictures in the news. And they're like, what? They get so angry. And the boy is like, sorry, my video went off because the phone was not charged. But I'm going to go soon. So the boy family was talking, including his own sister. The sister and the mom, they talk in the interview. And they said how he only have one sister, who is her older sister. And I saw the woman look alike with him. The woman explained, and in a very emotional way. And you can see that it's true. Explained all of the story. And said that nobody know about this. Like the woman basically kidnapped their child. And I am so 100% that if you find out that the young man is, that's why she did it. And also, the woman have a car and an okay life, and these people are poor. So it's either the boy is very traumatized and don't know his self-worth and exchanging his self-worth for opportunity, or the woman did some juju stuff on him. Those two, one is hypnotize him or do whatever. Those two, one of them is the reason why this happened. But when the people come out and talk in the interview, the boy said that he didn't know, he don't know who that woman is that is saying that is his sister. He doesn't know who that woman is. He denied knowing the sister, but he did not deny knowing the mom. That's the first time the sister come out and talk. The sister went on a live video on TikTok that was saying that the sister went there talking, and the video went viral. People copy the talk, and post it. He then respond that he doesn't know the sister. The sister then make a proper interview with the TV people, come to their house. So it's them. They know it's them. That's why they went there. The TV people cannot go there interviewing them when they say it's their children, when they don't know it's their children. The whole neighborhood will know them. This is Africa. The TV people will find out if this is their real parents or not before they will hand over the camera for them to talk as the parent of that boy, which they did. And they saying that they are the mother saying, I am the parent of this boy. The older sister saying, I am the older sister of this boy. I don't know what they did to this boy. He doesn't pick our call anymore. He's been kidnapped, basically almost kidnapped by this woman, this juju / future teller woman. And that become a current affair, a big current affair in the Senegal community right now. Because the Senegal men, lot of them, is two different group talking. The man and the woman. But for the most part, the people that are agreeing with it, they're the people that like children, lot of them. Or they must be traumatized and wicked and fake. Because the woman, when she was talking about this, she said that I have not been married for 18 years. I have my child who is at university. I don't even know why she mentioned that. And I've not been married for 18 years. And this boy, I just married to him because he's a good man. He loves me and he understands me. A lot of men want me, but I don't want them. I choose him. She will not tell you that that's why she choose him. Every woman that is honest understand why she choose him. A young boy that is 24. And he was like, she was like, and he's a good Muslim and we are Muslim. She was saying this with her work on no hijab, no Muslim behavior. How can Allah word you marrying somebody that is your child at university, the same age? When you have a child that is at university in the African community, especially when you are in Africa, or your child is in Africa or was in Africa, for the most part, the child is 20 or more. And that boy is 24. And the woman is 53. Most likely her child is the same age with the boy or even older. Some people saying the child is older than the boy. I don't know. But most likely they're the same age or around the same age or older. And I don't know how many children she got. But we're not talking because of her. We're talking for the youth our youth to stop marrying somebody they don't want. Like what happened to me. Marrying somebody you don't want, either you are arranged marriage or you just do it for opportunity. It's not good for you, the young person. But again, I'm going to focus on the two group of people that are talking. Two group of women that are talking and two group of people that are men that are talking about this. The ones that are citing and the ones that are not. And the ones that are citing, some of them are using Allah. We are Muslim. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was married to Khadija and she's older. This woman is older than Khadija. She's 53. And Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's story was, Khadija was about 45 and Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was 25. But also, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam married to Aisha, who was under 10 years old. Are you going to give your under 10 years old to get married because Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did it? Or you yourself, today mean Tay. Tay is today. Tay, you yourself that is watching this video, Tay, are you going to marry somebody that is under 10? Because Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did it. Exactly. And why can't you think of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam when you're having sex with people you're not married to? When you're married to someone and their house, their clothes, their food, nothing complete, nothing is the way they want or the way it should. And you're supposed to do that as Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said. You're supposed to house, clothes, and feed. Also, are you going to agree with the fact that people should marry people for love, money, beauty, or religion? But they should marry you for religion. That's how the Quran said it. Are you going to be happy when someone marry you and betraying you just because they marry you for money? Are you going to be happy when someone marry you just because you're beautiful and when they got bored of your beauty or your beauty change, they jump to the next person? Answer me, please. You're going to want your children to have that type of marriage as well? Also, are you going to be happy that you're going to have a 25-year-old or 24-year-old as this boy is 24 and they're going to marry a 50-year-old, doesn't matter what race they are, just because they have a car and a house and an okay life? Instead of them to go and you put them to school or teach them self-discipline even if they don't have school so they can go and learn something. have skill to make money. You can make money with skill, school or not. You can make money by braiding hair. You can make money by making nice dresses. You can make money by doing anything, even if you don't go to school. A lot of people in our community never go to school when they're young. They never been to school. They grow up like I was when I was young. And they have good career, the good skill that they're making money on, making a living. And they're very decent human beings, more than some sick people that been to school. So even if the child don't go to school, like the mother said that the child was going to school but didn't finish school. Even if the child didn't finish school because of poverty, or just the child didn't finish school altogether for other reason, or they don't have a school at all, they never been to school, they can still have a good life when you teach them self-discipline, self-love, and self-worth, and you don't beat them, you don't torture them, they're not too traumatized that they become their own enemy. And they don't have a community that normalized marrying young people so much that even the women are doing it now. Our own women. The community is used to the Western women coming and doing it, but now they're getting involved. They learn it from the men. The men that are marrying young people from our grandmother's time, our grandparents' time, someone like me from your grandmother, they all been through it, and including yourself, you've been through the underage marriage. And the people are not talking about it. When you talk about it, they call you name and laugh at you and call you traumatized. When they're worse traumatized than you, they have the traumatized behavior. Lot of them are on drug or on whatever because of their pain and trauma. Lot of them have anger issue, beating their children because of pain and trauma. Lot of them are cheating and lying in their marriages or friendship or any relationship they have with anyone because of their pain and trauma. Just have pain and trauma behavior, you know? But they're calling you pain and trauma for talking. Where are you living? I'm in the UK. So you don't even know where I live, but you want to marry me. Let me be focused, please, whoever you are. Do you understand this? How the hell the community is still promoting these things? And when you're talking, they just don't care. They want you to talk about sex or stupid stuff, dance, shake your bum, stick your tongue, do inappropriate, sick behavior, instead of telling the truth and telling us to drink moringa and to behave ourselves. If you want the healthy moringa and you want my black soap and so on, don't forget to message me, my username here, 1980@gmail.com. And I have my good skincare, my good shea butter that have so many good healthy oil, including baobab oil, turmeric oil, vitamin E oil, tulukuna oil, and so on, castor oil, and so on. And it also has organic coconut oil that my own sister make in Gambia. She sell them, and if you're interested for that, let me know also. But yeah, I sell my product, and I sell moringa seed, moringa dry leaf, and moringa powder. And I sell all the stuff that are good for you, not just moringa. I have very good healthy herbal tea that is extra organic from Gambia, and they taste so good, and they're like different leaf mixed together. These leaves are soursop leaf, mbor and tinkiliba tea, which I don't know how to call in English. Okay, xobi mentelato, I also don't know the name in English. Xobi ngeran. All of these things are very good for your body, good for energy, good for your soul, icky body, icky muscle, good for skin, good for digestion, good for your health in general. This tea, and very yummy. Especially when you're boiling them, you put moringa and, sorry, yeah, it has moringa leaf as well. When you're boiling them, and it has mint leaf, dry mint leaf. So when you're boiling them, you just have to put clove and ginger. And you can boil a lot and put it in the fridge. Save it there for up to 1 week. Anytime you want some, you just put it in the cup and warm it. You can drink it every day after dinner. Very good for your health and yummy. That's the Ami Olof tea. If you want me to make a small video and show you, let me know. I normally show it on my videos that I post here. In my video, sorry. And it's a big bag for £10. So if you're interested, again, message me. And if you want my mobile number for the WhatsApp, the phone here, that is the business, you can go to my Ami Olof TikTok, and above on the bio of the page, I have my WhatsApp there. But you can also message me by emailing me by my username here, 1980@gmail.com. For if you want my product, or you want to support my organization, or you want to know more about it, or you want to introduce me with someone that can help me and what I do, you know. And also, if you want to learn Wolof or Mandinka, all of this, just message me. My username here, 1980@gmail.com. My lips when I don't oil them. And my oiling thing is in my bag. But I'm gonna go soon, guys. I'm hungry. So yeah. Just take a look at how the Senegal current affair is the consequence of people marrying young people for years in Africa. And the two people that are supporting, two type of men, two group, men and women that are not supporting and are supporting. The ones that are supporting, their excuse number one is we are Muslim, which is not an excuse. I've already explained that. So many reasons why it's not an excuse, but I explained small amount why it's not an excuse. The other people that are supporting, which is the men, obviously they're using it because it favors them because they've been marrying young people forever or even touching them, married or not. Some women also like young people themselves. That's why they're supporting this. They're fake hypocrite. And this is not good for the young person to go with the older person. Doesn't matter who this older person is. They're too old, 30 years age gap. This is 29 years or 30 years or what, because the boy is 24 and the woman is 53, but it could be 30 years depending on what month, which one is born, what month. But why are we promoting this? A lot of boys will marry you when you're this old because you have money and you have a house and a car, or you're in Europe. That's the fact, or America. If this woman was on the street selling peanut, the boy will not marry her. And if the boy have a manhood like this, the woman will not marry him. So it's a win-win for both of them. But I'm talking not for the boy and the woman. I'm talking for our society to understand that we cannot continue marrying people for opportunity, money, or sex. We have to marry people because love and genuine. And check the people that you're marrying, especially when they're way older than you. Are they healthy? Some of these older people are not healthy. They've been everywhere and their blood is effing rotten, infected. They love sex and they love young people. That's why they're coming to you. So did you check their blood? Did you go and do tests? Or you don't care? Well, that's fine, you don't care, but I'm talking for others who even whatever they're doing, they don't want to die or have consequences of being on medication after that. It's nothing better than waking up in the morning and you don't have to drink any medication. You don't have to worry about this condition and that condition, which you can avoid now. People living with situation that is not their fault, they try their best to avoid it. That's understandable. But stuff that you can avoid now, we're not allowed to talk about that. What type of world we live in? And you are talking about what you want to talk about though. But because this doesn't favor you, I'll still talk that. Every single person in the world understand Africans, how they go with an older person. That's why you have the old people coming to Africa for holiday too. A lot of them. This is the truth. Leave the younger person alone, and the younger person should learn their dignity and keep themselves for themselves. I'm not saying don't go with someone older, but watch. Even if you're going to go with someone older, make sure it's real love then. Make sure it's not for house and car or money or visa or stupid stuff. That's on you. Some people just like older people in general. Very weird, but that's fine. At least they're doing it genuinely. Even their videos are on TikTok here. Sorry, on YouTube here. If you type older people who like older people, you will see their videos. Some are white people. They're here abroad. Going with the older people. They will tell you they love older people. They like the smell and the soft body and they like it. I'm like, I was married to an older person, but I hated it. Ew. Just, But they say they love it, which is very weird and insane, whatever the reason is. But at least they're not doing it for money. They're just doing it because they like it. Most of those people are not normal. Not all, but most. Most of these people that are going for older people, 30 years older, 40 years older, billahi, they're not well, a lot of them. How the hell they gonna like these old people? And when I'm talking, people are telling me that's not your business. These fake people. I am an activist for our community to stop behaving like the way we do. You're telling me it's not my business. It's my business. Are you learning Quran? Some. Me, 30 years old, but I love you for marriage. Me, I'm 44 and you're 30. That means I'm 14 years older than you. Why will I marry someone that I'm 14 years older? Do you know how many men after me over the years? Because me, although I'm oversized, but I have this baby face and I have my personality, you know. So a lot of people just love me genuinely. Some are married, some are not. Some are young, like your age or even under, but many of them are your age or little older. They're like 32, 31, or 35, or some younger than you, even 27, 20 something. They after me over the years. Some abroad here in the UK, some from Gambia or Senegal, some in Italy or France or wherever, some in Africa, Gambia or Senegal. They've been after me since Facebook. I was not even 44 then. The underage people that I'm older than, they're not underage, but they're under my age. They're after me. I swear. Number one thing I always think, are they not going to regret it after 10, 20 years, 15 years if I'm still alive? If they're still going to be nice to me. Our people and just people in general can marry you. And when they want to divorce you, they start acting bad. So you can tell them, I want divorce. That's another story. How the hell 10 years later, when I'm going to be 60, 50, 60, you be 40 or 30? You African man that I know. How many of you can keep an older woman forever? And me, when you keep me, when you marry me, you will not marry somebody else. I don't do that effing polygamy. You marry me, you're fairness, you don't marry somebody else. Never, I'm going. Even if I'm crying, and you're gonna betray me. After all this cry I've been through from my childhood, you're gonna marry me and make me cry again because you want to effing everyone that you come across and marry them and call it Allah and Muslim. That's what a lot of you do. Why can't we talk about the fact that a lot of you hate older women? A lot of you African men. That's the fact. African men are known for going with a younger woman when they have what they want. The whole world understand that. Your men that are 70 years old, they're still marrying people that are 20 and under. In Africa. And you're quiet. Some of the men abroad who are 70, 65, they're still going to Africa and they're black like you. Going back to their country to marry people who are 20 and under 20. And they're here abroad. And they have a young wife. I have a lot of cases about this. They will have a young wife there. Sometimes they bring the wife abroad. And it will never last because they're jealous and evil. And the wife is going to feel sorry for herself and just effing telling herself, why did I even do this? Why did I agree with this? I'm not going to continue this. And it's going to effing finish. And you're still doing it. A lot of them, when they marry the young woman, they will never bring the young woman. They will know when they bring her, she will go. She's too young and beautiful. They know she only marry them because they're abroad. So they will never bring her. They will leave her there, sending her money, going to visit her. Some of these young women have boyfriends that is sexing them. But some are loyal. And these men know that. And they still do that because they just want young women. And the women also been going with younger men for years, hiding it. I have different cases that men tell me when they're younger in Gambia or just Africa in general, people essay them, women. Because these women been through so much pain and trauma, they rather give the pain and trauma to other young people instead of fighting like I'm doing to stop it, which is the solution. So I'm going to close this video. I don't want too long, and especially this topic, like I said, I have to go. But let's understand that we have to condemn anything that is not good for us. Talk about it. Doesn't mean that we are telling people I'm better than you, or I know it all, or everything is bad. No. The whole world knows that we need to change. You know that as well as a person. And your favorite excuse is that the West, they do something bad as well. We're not the only one. I'm not saying the West is better. But if the West is what you dying in the sea like a fish to come to them, like I explained to you already. Like that young man that I think finished in the sea 3 days ago, trying to escape Gambia. With the whole boat sink. Only 5 people survived the boat. I don't know, it was 100 or more people, like they always do. 200 people or more in one boat, knowing fully well that they have more chance of sinking than chance of surviving. The pain and trauma that people been through, including the government people, that's why they're harsh, that's why they're not developing Africa. When you find 1 or 2 people in the government, you find the rest having this character that is Africa's enemy. This childhood trauma character they grew up with, which is, I'm going to do what I want, and if you talk, you're finished. All this other thing that you do when you have this type of correct upbringing, which I cannot explain all now. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly. Why can't we fight that and protect the youth and stop using the trauma for our own good? Like, we can go with the young people because the men are doing it, let's do it. Or the men continue to tell us to shut up, that we're following Islam because they know that Islam have marrying Aisha when she was underage, and it has marrying different women. That's why they're saying that Khadija was older, so let this woman do this, because they're worse than this woman. How many of you want your 24-year-old son to go and marry a 54-year-old person that, you know, her own children are older than the son? Let's tell the truth. A effing fortune teller woman, sick woman, for that matter. How many of you are going to sleep with a 24-year-old when you are 54, man or woman? If you do that, you are nasty and sick. And that's why you're agreeing with it. That's not democratic. Me, I talk about democratic and freedom, but I have a limit with it. I don't promote stuff that is wrong. People doing it for their own pleasure and calling it democratic, including abusing the young people that have been through pain and trauma. That's why they don't know their worth. Like I said, very few weird people might just be like, I want older people, money or not. I just love the older body, the soft older body. Like those videos I told you that are on YouTube here. Those are very few weird people in the world that have that love genuinely. The rest of them, they're doing it for money and opportunity, and because they don't love themselves. If you love yourself, you will not do that. People that don't love themselves, for the most part, they have pain and trauma that they've been through that lead to that. Stop the pain and trauma in the community. Stop promoting a massive age gap marriage for money and opportunity. Promote self-love, self-development, promote school education, stop the severe child beating, SA, FGM, and all this. Stop the belittling women and children. Promote for that to end. Talk about it everywhere you are. Or when you see people talking, if you cannot support them, you leave them alone. Understand that this is our enemy. You know what I'm talking about. You're not mad. Whoever you are watching me right now and you're angry. The people that are angry when they hear this kind of talk, they're not mad. They're just traumatized and wicked. But they're not mad. They know exactly what I'm talking about. Especially when they're from Africa and know us deep down the core. They know what I'm talking about. So, understand that no matter how much you like something and you're doing it hiding or you fantasize doing it, it's not going to normalize it. So, let's teach self-love and promote the reality. Promote healthy eating like moringa, even though we have a lot of us don't eat it. Talk about moringa, eating it, and other good stuff like hibiscus, baobab, turmeric, ginger, clove, and so on. Talk about self-love, self-discipline, anger management. No matter how angry you are, don't harm. Talk about this, and that is from the child beating. That's why a lot of people do that because of they have pain and trauma, like I said, especially if they come from parents that beat when they're angry. A lot of people that don't come from those homes, they hardly will just jump and do that. And they don't have no pain going on. So let's stop creating certain pain for humans. Doesn't matter where you are in the world and whatever race you are. Pain for humans, genuine pain and betrayal can cause them to do that for others or to themselves. And it's not going to get us anywhere in life. That's why life is the way it is. That's why humans are selfish, wicked, cold. And none of us that is doing that like that to happen to you. You don't want nothing happen to you. You don't want nothing happen to your children. So then why are we promoting this wicked and cold behavior? Please, let's be adult and save us. It's still not late. Don't be negative, thinking we're already like this. No, it's still not late. We used to be quiet and wait the nonsense. That's why it's like this. We can talk and undo it. Thank you so much for listening to the video. I'm going to end the live now. Like I said, if you want to support my work, support my organization, or learn Wolof or Mandinka, or just want to know more about me or buy my product, message me my username here, 1980@gmail.com. Or go to my TikTok, Ami Olof. I have my WhatsApp on the bio on my TikTok. Otherwise, thank you so much, and I'm gonna see you guys again. The Ami Olof on TikTok is Ami, like the way Ami is spelled here, AMIE. The Olof is OLOF, or love, OLOF. That's just my language. It's called Wolof. Yeah. So Ami Olof at on TikTok, you will see me. And you can message me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp is on the bio, or you message me here. Otherwise, thank you so much, guys. Have a good day. Don't forget to drink your moringa. Don't forget to drink a lot of water. Don't forget to avoid addiction like alcohol, drugs, cigarette, vaping, weed, all of these effing chemicals that people normalizing. Avoid them. Don't ever do them. If you are doing them, get out now. You can do it. Know your worth, know your value, know your health. Learn to eat healthy and drink water even if you eat unhealthy. I do that. I can eat pizza now, but I'm going to turn around and drink this, which is what I promote. That's why I look like this at my age 44. I don't have no wrinkle. I'm 44 years old, even though I'm oversized. I look like a baby. Just my whole personality and who I am, like just my energy and who I am in real life because of that stuff that I do, which is what I promote in my video. If you want me to do special video just for that, let me know. I'm happy to talk about stuff that I eat, what I do, and how you can manipulate the food. Even if you love food, how you can manipulate it to have a healthy body and be off your medication if you're on medication, or just never be on any medication like I am. If you want that, let me know. I'm happy to do video for that. Otherwise, thank you so much, all of you, and have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm going to see you again soon. Okay? This person again. If you accept me, long time I marry you. Oh my God. Me 40 or 50, I don't have any problem. Don't forget Prophet Muhammad so old than him 15 years. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying people should not marry anyone older. I'm just saying that marry them for genuine reason then, which many people don't. So please, you know what I'm talking about, or were you not hearing me? I'm not saying people should only marry people that they're older than the person or they're this age. No. I'm saying in the Black community, the whole world understand this, that in the Black community, most of the time when they marry somebody older is for opportunity. That's the fact. They can barely love you naturally, especially when you are 20 years older and more. So please, understand what I mean. Yeah, but people that don't like me, they just change my talk, to whatever favors them. But you can hear what I'm saying. I'm saying even if people doing it, do it then for real reason, which is very rare. And I'm saying it's not good for the young person. The young person is the one that not going to benefit from this. And they should make sure the older person is healthy enough. Also make sure the young person is healthy enough. Because these young people, some of them don't love themselves. So they sleep with everyone. And they already are contaminated with whatever. So make sure you do your tests. Check the person vein, what's wrong with them before you can, if you want to save yourself. Me, I'm all about let's eat healthy. Let's avoid this so we can live longer without drinking. I'm all about that. So I include that in every topic. But otherwise, good luck for everyone. And I'll see you again in my next video, guys. Okay, bye. Take care. Bye-bye.